So the company or the organization has to undertake or has to follow various strategies in order to promote their products. Every organization requires the human resource or the manpower. Without manpower, no organization can do anything. So even though if there are missions, but still you require manpower. A warm welcome to you all, dear students, for the day one introduction class of Business Policy 6th semester BBA. Myself, George Lemie, Commerce Faculty, Vidyashrama, Mysore. Dear students, I would like to give the introduction class, that is, tell you about the syllabus part in this particular semester. So, here you can see there are 5 units in this business policy. So first unit is related to meaning and nature. Then second unit, it is related to strategic planning. Unit 3, marketing strategy. Unit 4, organizational structure. And unit 5 is of case studies. So we have 5 units in this syllabus. The first unit is of meaning and nature. As I told you, you are going to understand the meaning of the business policy as well as the nature of business policy and about the strategic management. Secondly, you are going to learn about the imperative. Imperative means the importance of business policy, the mission and the objectives. What are the mission and what are the objectives? Vision in the sense where an institution or an organization, it will be having some vision that it has to do something in future. Now secondly, coming to mission, how it is going to do that, or how it has to see that the mission is being accomplished. Then objectives, what are the objectives, that is the goals of the organization. Right now, for example, if a company wants to reach 10,000 pieces per day, then there should be some strategies to be followed. So that is the objective or the goal, that it has to reach 10,000 pieces per day in the production unit, right? So it has to secure first place in the market. The organization wants to be number one. The product should be number one in the market. So like this, there are so many objectives or the goals of the organization. So like this, you are going to study all the objectives, or it may be related to mission, vision, or the importance of business policy. Then the various strategic levels in the organization. Strategic levels, what are the levels, the strategies which is being followed in the organization? What are the strategic levels which is being followed in the organization? This you are going to study here. Now coming to the next unit, that is strategic planning. So here also you are going to learn about the meaning of strategic planning, how they are going to plan, how the organization plans, in what way they are going to plan, what are the strategies they are going to follow, right? Then what are the various stages in the planning, in the strategic planning, and what are the alternatives. Now, if for example, in a strategic planning, if there are 3 plans, the organization has 3 plans. Out of that, if the first plan is not viable or it is not feasible, right, then it should have some alternative. That is why the organization will have some 3 to 4 plans. If A is not successful, then they are going to switch on to B or to the C. So these are called as alternatives, right? So they should be having some alternative plans in order to achieve the goals or the targets. And situation analysis. The next is SWOT analysis, Tau's matrix. What is SWOT analysis? S stands for strength of an organization. W stands for the weakness of an organization. O stands for the opportunities and T stands for threats. So Here you are going to understand about the analysis of strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. What are the strength of an organization? What are the weakness of the organization? What are the opportunities which is being given by the business environment, which you get it from business environment? And T, what are the threats from the competitors or from the outside world, right? So that you are going to study here about this SWOT analysis. Then next is TOWS matrix. TOWS matrix, it is a matrix. It is related to T stands for threats, O stands for opportunities, W stands for weakness, and S stands for the strength of the organization. So you are going to study the matrix related to TOWS, that is threats, opportunities and weakness and strengths. Then coming to the next topic, that is related to portfolio analysis. Then BCG matrix, BCG matrix, right? The next unit is marketing strategy. Under this, you are going to understand what are the strategies being followed in the marketing process. See, there are so many strategies which have been followed in the marketing strategies, such as which are the promotional tools which has to be undertaken in order to promote your product. So the company or the organization has to undertake or has to follow various strategies in order to promote their products, right? Then financial strategy. Here, how much finance you require for your organization, how much you are going to spend, what are the expenses, what are your incomes. If your expenses or expenditures is more, unwanted expenditures are there, how you are going to reduce that expenditures, how we are going to reduce the cost of production, right? And which are the sources of finance and how to get profit out of it. And once you get the profit, how and where you are going to invest them. All this will be dealt under this financial strategy. Production strategy. Production strategy, it is also a strategy which is being followed by an organization in order to produce a product. So under these strategies, there are so many things where the company or the organization has to undergo, such as reducing the cost of production, then getting the raw materials at lower cost, then the manufacturing of the product, the design of the product, the color of the product. So each and everything the company or the organization has to look into. So there are various strategies which will be followed by the organization. Logistic strategy, this is regarding the stock. How much stock is laying in your organization, how you are going to sell it, when you are going to sell it, what are strategies you are going to follow or take in order to sell this stock or convert the stocks into or the inventories into cash. So all these are the various strategies which you to follow under this logistic strategies. Then human resource strategy, it is also very important because every organization requires the human resource or the manpower. Without manpower, no organization can do anything. So even though if there are missions, but still you require manpower. So how, what are the strategies you follow in order to have the people or the human resource in your organization according to your availability and the needs of the organization? So in the human resource strategies, it is about recruiting of the persons, selection, recruitment, selection, then placement, then training, development, performance appraisal, compensation, pay packages. Each and everything will be dealt under this human resource strategies. So students, so all these you are going to study in detail in the coming classes. Now coming to the next unit, that is organization structures. Under this, you are going to study about the establishing strategic business unit. Secondly, establishing the profit centers by business. product or service, market segment or customer, then leadership and behavioral challenges. So these are the various organization structures under which you will be studying all these topics. Now coming to the last part, that is case studies. So you are going to study about the case studies under this particular chapter. So which are the case studies and how you are going to solve the problems. So all this you will be studying in this particular case study topic. So you can see here case studies. So there is research, subject, knowledge, then method, criteria, data, evidence, and finally conclusion. So what will be the conclusion after finding out the cases and doing the case studies? Students, now we shall go and look into the books for reference. The first one is Business Policy and Strategic Management, that is by Kazmi A. Then we have Strategic Management Concepts and Cases by Excel Publication. Then Strategic Management and Business Policy by Luke WF. Strategic Management Concept and Cases by Thompson and Strickland. So these are the various books for reference for your studies. Now coming to the internals part, as you all know students, 20 marks is been allotted for the internals. So here the internals is being divided into 3 parts. Internal 1, where you will be having 2 units, that is chapters meaning and nature and strategic planning. Under internals 2, marketing strategy and organization structures. And internal 3, case studies, and along with case studies all the 4 units you will be studying for your internals 3, that is for the third internals. And the marks allotted or awarded will be taking the average of all the 3 internals, and you will get the final marks of this internals. Now coming to the question paper pattern, students, in your question paper you will be having 3 parts, part A, part B and part C. Now in part A you will be having 2 questions which will carry 15 marks each. So you will get 30 marks in part A if you attend 2 questions. In part B there are 3 questions which carries 10 marks each, so 30 marks. Part C, 4 questions which carries 5 marks, it comes to 20 marks. So totally 80 marks paper you need to answer. Chapter wise allotment. Students, here you can see in unit 1, 15 plus 10, that is 25 marks is been allotted here. For unit 2, it is 15 plus 10 plus 5. So 30 marks allotted for unit 2. Then unit 3, 15 plus 10 plus 5, again 30 marks. Unit 4, 15 plus 10 plus 5, again it is 30 marks, and unit 5 it is 20 marks. So this is how the allotment of the marks is been done according to the chapter wise. Now after learning or after studying this particular topic, that is the whole subject, what will be your learning outcome? Students, it says this subject will equip you, students means you, with analytical tools for cracking or breaking the case studies by scanning the business environment and coming to a decision, right? Here the students will benefit by acquiring the new ways and means of developing the strategy, decisions making skills. So these are the outcome or learning outcome for this particular subject. So students, I hope that you understood the syllabus part which I explained to you, as well as about your question paper pattern, then chapter wise marks allotment regarding internals. So I will go in detail in the next coming sessions, taking the sessions chapter wise. Then I'll explain to you in detail about all the topics. Hope you understood. I wish you all the best for this semester. Do well. All the best. Have a nice day. Thank you.